Welcome back to this Lenten devotional series based on Mark's Gospel. For day 21, we'll read in Mark 11. We'll save the Palm Sunday story until Palm Sunday, so today we'll be reading what happened the next 2 mornings of that week in verses 12 to 14 and 20 to 25. On the following day, when they came from Bethany, he was hungry. And seeing in the distance a fig tree in leaf, he went to see if he could find anything on it. When he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, for it was not the season for figs. And he said to it, "May no one ever eat from you again." And his disciples heard it. As they passed by in the morning, they saw the fig tree withered away to its roots. And Peter remembered and said to him, "Rabbi, look, the fig tree that you cursed has withered." And Jesus answered them, "Have faith in God. Truly I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, 'Be taken up and thrown into the sea,' and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says will come to pass, it will be done for him. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. And whenever you stand praying, forgive if you have anything against anyone, so that your Father also who is in heaven may forgive you your trespasses." This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Jesus told many parables, and he acted a few out, like he did with the fig tree when he experienced what we all do, namely expectations raised and then disappointed. It's like when we see rave reviews of the latest Hollywood hit, but when we go to see it, we discover it's just so-so at best. Or when we see beautiful peaches, but then discover they're mealy and bland. Yuck. And we're disappointed. That's what happened to Jesus. They saw a fig tree in leaf, which was unusual for that time of year, but it had leaves which trumpeted that there would in fact be figs. But when Jesus looked, there were none, and it struck him how similar the tree was to the people of Israel. Jerusalem had the leaves of religious life all around. The temple, priests, sacrifices, all promising spiritual life for the hungry. But in fact, the religious life of Israel was barren. They had the leaves of religious forms, but not the fruit of changed lives. And people were spiritually famished. So Jesus seized the moment to teach by making the fig tree an example of God's judgment on fruitless life. And he spoke a word of judgment. "May no one ever eat from you again." Then the next day they saw the tree had withered to the roots. And Peter said, "Wow, the fig tree withered." It was shocking. Think about the signs in your life and church that give promise of a fruitful life following Jesus. There may be visual signs like a cross you wear, and people who know you see that you spend time in worship and service and so on. And of course, your church building and its gatherings give promise of spiritual fruit. Lent is a good time to ask if there's more there than just leaves. Is there actually fruit of a new life in you and in your church? When Peter asked about the withered tree, Jesus added a spoken word to his enacted parable. He told them how they could be fruitful. In verses 22 to 25, you can see the 3 directions he gave them. Have faith in God, pray boldly, and forgive others. They may not seem connected, but in fact, each is key to bearing fruit and not just leaves. How could you put each of the 3 into practice today? Here's some questions to ponder as you look back over these verses. What are the visible signs of your life with Jesus? What fruit is currently being born in your life with Jesus? What fruit would you hope to bear this year? God bless you.